Hey guys, it's Nisi, and this is the 5-day no processed food eating challenge group. So I really am so excited to do this one because I haven't done it before. So I've done clean eating and all different types of challenge groups, but this one is going to be exciting because I haven't done it before. So I'm really looking for feedback from you guys. So here's what I'm going to first start off by telling you what this challenge group is not. It's so much easier to tell you what it's not. It is not a group where we're going to starve ourselves. We are going to eat food. Number one, we are going to eat. The second thing that it is not a group where we're going to be eating things that make us feel overly hungry or also stuffed. So that means that I'm going to give you some options and you're going to need to adjust it based on your own eating style. Some people can't eat certain types of food and that kind of thing. So I'm going to ask that you adjust it to what you can eat, whether you're vegetarian or whatever. So those are the things that it's not. So what I am going to give you is, I'll tell you what it is. What I am going to give you is some alternatives to eating processed food. So let me just start out by saying I work in corporate America, 9-to-5 job, which is more like 9 to 7 or 9 to 8. But anyway, I work all day and I come home, I have a lot of things going on. And so the last thing I want to do, to be honest with you, is sit in the kitchen and cook after I come home. So I'm going to give you some tips in this group so that you can make healthy eating easy and quick. So that's one of the things that I think will really help. And then the second thing is I'm also going to give you some alternatives that your family members who may not necessarily be into non-processed food eating, they won't feel like they're being cheated out of a very tasty meal. So let's get going. First off, I said thank you to you. I'm really glad you're here. I don't want to minimize that because I can't do these things without you, these groups without you, and they actually help me a lot. So the one thing that I'm going to say to you guys is if you really want to get the best out of this group, the highest benefit out of this, just come here every day. I will be posting different motivational tips and that kind of thing for you every day. So just come to the group every day. All right, so I'm going to tell you a couple things because I think it'll be helpful for you to learn what is processed food. So the best way to think about it is anything that's already in a box that's prepared. So like this is some rice, and in it is just regular rice, and then there's a packet, and that's where all of the evils are. So anything in a box is processed. Anything in a jar is processed. Soup, processed. So that's the best way to think about it. The other thing, because that might not have been news to you, the other thing that's processed that a lot of us don't think about is anything down the frozen food aisle. Oh, not good at all. And I'm talking about things like the Hungry Man dinners or any of the meals that are prepared, processed. And so we really want to think about those types of things when we're talking about processed foods. Now, here's a quick way to do it. And I learned this somewhere. It was so helpful. I was like, wow, I'll never forget that. So the healthiest way to eat is eating from the foods on the outside of the supermarket. So if you ever notice when you go in the supermarket, the aisle that has the produce is on the outskirts. So you have all of your fresh fruit and vegetables. Your meats are usually along the back wall. And so that's where you want to stay. When you start coming in closer and closer and closer in the aisles to the middle of the store, that's where you get a lot of your processed foods. So stay on the outside of the grocery store aisle. So that is probably one of the biggest tips. All right, so why is it that we want to stay away from processed foods? A lot of people have no clue about this. I was shocked about it too. If you're trying to figure out how do you lose weight, you just can't. You've been working out, you got a massive, intense program, but that you've been doing workout program, but you just can't seem to lose the weight. the one of the biggest things, the issues, is this processed food. It has a lot of sodium in it, and the sodium makes you bloated and makes you hold on to water, and it's flat out bad for you, especially for heart disease. It promotes heart disease. So please think about that. I got someone calling in. Reject that. There we go. The beauties of video. So think about that. So I gave you a couple of tips. I gave you benefits of this group. And then I also gave you a little nugget about why processed food is bad for you. Hey, I'm going to be posting things in the group. Check them out. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you and bye.